Okay, something I think of on rare occasion. Now, when I was in high school, my teacher was my AV teacher. Now, the AV class, it's mostly guys. We would push around these little carts, to different classrooms. Teachers would order a particular movie or something. They wanted to show the class. But anyway, we push around these carts. These carts would either have like a 16 millimeter film projector, or it'd have a cart. It'd have like a CRT type TV, like a 19-inch or 21-inch color TV. We'd have these video, but this was half-inch reel-to-reel video. We'd have to load these tapes up and start them because most of the teachers didn't know how to use that. Now, I think Betamax was coming in about that time. Betamax could actually come out before the VCR. The type of VCR, but it was a different format. But anyway, I digress on that. But anyway, my teacher said his son was a DJ, overnight DJ at a jazz station, and this guy wonders, is anybody actually listening to this broadcast? So he said one night he just got on the air and he said he would offer $100 to the first person that called. He said nobody ever called. So either they thought it was a joke, or they thought it was just kidding, or actually nobody was actually listening to the show. I don't know. They thought that was kind of interesting. Next thing I want to cover now is a handful of people that claim that a lot of the technology we use today, we got from space aliens. The space aliens either give the technology to us in exchange for something, or we took some of their crashed flying saucers and reverse engineered it. I'm going to get to reverse engineering in a second here, but there's people that claim that the technologies we use today came from space aliens. Now, I'm going to give you my take on that. Now, in reverse engineering, that's where, well, let's say, we recover a crashed Soviet aircraft. I mean, the teams have done that. Teams have taken old, foreign technology, taken it apart, figure out how it works, just to, in case we ever go up and if we have to fight against it, we can kind of figure out its capabilities and develop defenses against it. There are that has been done. Now, there's people that claim that we have reverse engineered crashed UFOs. Now, there's people that claim that the transistor was developed by Bell Labs in '47, but there are people that claim that we got transistors out of that crashed, the one in Roswell in '47. That's where transistor comes in. But these technologies have paper trails. They've got scientists, technicians, engineers that wrote papers and give lectures on how these were built. So I don't really believe that our technology, what we have today, we got from the space aliens. Now, again, on reverse engineering, let's say you go back to 500 years to Christopher Columbus. You give Christopher Columbus, nuclear-powered aircraft carrier or a nuclear-powered submarine. You give him all the money he needs. You say, Christopher Columbus, I want you to build me a nuclear-powered aircraft, duplicate him, or I want you to build me a nuclear-powered submarine. Do you think Christopher Columbus could actually do it? I don't think the technology, it took hundreds of years to develop the technologies that make all that work, and it just wouldn't be there for Christopher Columbus. That's my take on reverse engineering. Now, I could be completely wrong. I have been wrong, but I don't believe that. Now, I do believe that there are, space aliens visiting us. I believe they've been here for some time. I believe that there may be humans living here among us that may have been growing in tanks that don't know that they're, that don't know that they're clones and stuff. That I'm not 100% sure of that, but that's one of my beliefs. But I don't believe any of our technology came from it. I don't believe they gave us any of our technology. I believe we developed that on our own. Just my thoughts. If anybody's got some thoughts, give them to me. Bye-bye. Love you all. Still love this crazy world.